Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today it's going to be a match review video of the AFC Wimbledon versus Mansfield Town game. We're away from home. It's going to be such a tough game, but the match hasn't started yet, but the lineups have just come out, so we are going to go through those quickly. In goal, Alex Bass. Then we have Jake Reeves, Ryan Johnson, James Tilley, Ali Al-Hamidi, Josh Neuville, Armani Little, Omar Bugle, Jack Curry, Joe Lewis and Isaac Ogundere make the start 11. It's only one change from our 1-0 win away at Harrogate on Tuesday night, and that is Josh Neuville coming in for Aaron Sassu. To be honest, I think it's the right call. Sassu didn't do much against Harrogate, but when Josh Neuville came on against Tranmere, he looked really up for it. He got an assist for Ali's hat-trick goal, so I think this is the right call, especially resting Sassu if Sassu wants to play next game, if that's what JJ wants to do. But maybe putting Sassu onto the bench is good for if we are in a position in the game where we need to bring on pacey wingers or someone who can cause a threat to Mansfield defence. Aaron Sassu is one of the men to do that. When we look at the bench, Nick Zanev is the on the bench goalie, then Lee Brown, Harry Pell, Josh Davison, Alex Pearce, James Bourne, Aaron Sassu. I always say there's threat off the bench, and there is. We have the defensive options of Alex Pearce and Lee Brown if anything happens. Harry Pell, he's very good in the air. He'll get you fouls, which we can easily score from. And then Josh Davison, Aaron Sassu, they will come on and cause a threat if needed, hopefully. But to be honest, I think it's pretty much the strongest lineup AFC Wimbledon can put out. Maybe people will argue about maybe Huss Byler. He is obviously injured at the moment, but there's a massive debate going on. Is it who do you prefer, Isaac Ogundere or Huss Byler? But that is the start of this video. The next part will be my reaction to the end of the game. I'm going to go over 1-1 draw. That's what I said in my match preview video that I did the other day. But let's hope for good results. See you back at full time. And that is it. It ends Mansfield Town 0, AFC Wimbledon 0. First thoughts, to be honest, I think every Wimbledon fan will take that. We knew what was going to come when we play Mansfield. They were fighting for 90 minutes. They were going to create a lot of chances, and we will get onto that later, and they really did create a lot of chances. But there will be some points, so Wimbledon will be disappointed that we didn't go and even score a couple goals. I think we could have scored 1 or 2 goals in that. Especially, we had a couple chances in the first and second half, which we could have buried. But Mansfield Town could be saying the same. Maybe I think we had more of the big chances. But yeah, when we look at the match stats, Mansfield had the most of the possession. I think at half-time it was around 70% Mansfield, but it dropped down to 57% to Mansfield and 43% for Wimbledon. They had 19 shots, with only 4 of them being on target. I think that is what Mansfield... I think that's why they didn't get any goals today. Pretty much all of their shots were just pot shots which went wide over the bar. If they got more of them on target, it may have been a different result. But Wimbledon, they had 8 shots and half of those went on target, 4 of them. To be honest, that James Tilley penalty, I think it went in. But obviously the referee did not see it or did not give it. I'm not sure how or why. But just looking back at the footage, it maybe did look like it went in, which is a little bit disappointing. And then there was another chance where James Tilley took it round the keeper, but then Christy Pym made an absolutely great save, a recovery save coming back when James Tilley was about to kick it into an open net. So fair play. But Mansfield, I thought they defended really well, and I thought AFC Wimbledon did as well. It was 2 really, really good teams coming up against each other. But yeah, 2 great teams coming up against each other, and it was a great match. There is still a couple games going on, so scorelines could change in the last couple of minutes. But when we look at the league table, AFC Wimbledon dropped down to 4th place. We were 2nd place, but so we'll take that any day. Mansfield move up to 5th place. Notts County stay in 1st place. I believe they did draw 1-1 with Notts County. Notts County drew 1-1 with Barrow. My bad. Bradford beat Swindon, which is a great result for them. Morecambe beat Colchester. Wrexham beat Crawley 1-0. MK have pulled a goal back against Gillingham, but Gillingham are still 2-1 up. Stockport had a good win. Sutton United are back to winning ways, which is absolutely insane. They beat Walsall 4-0. But yeah, Both sides are still around the playoffs, and Wimbledon are on 21 points, just ahead of Mansfield. When we look at both of the lineups, Mansfield, to be honest, they did have a couple star players. I thought Christy Pym in goal, he was really good all game. He's only conceded 9, I believe, this season, so he's been playing well. Keeler Dunn, the top goal scorer, also played well, did cause a threat. I thought Lewis caused a threat, especially down that right hand side. Also did Akins. He's a big, strong striker, and he really did cause a threat. And some of their subs as well, I thought, made a massive impact, especially Boateng. They had another player which they brought on, and he caused a lot of threat in the midfield. His aerial ability was very good. His strength was very good as well. And maybe Mansfield fans will be kicking themselves saying, how did we not get 3 points? I think both teams' fans will take it, but a 0-0 draw against two teams which are most likely going to be up there at the end of the season, I believe, is a fair result for both teams. Now we will move on to looking at the AFC Wimbledon lineup and seeing how the players performed. Alex Bass, he played alright. He didn't really have much to do, to be honest. His distribution wasn't the best, especially in the first half. Ogundir, Lewis, Johnson and Curry. Another reason today why they are playing so well. I thought they controlled the back line really well. Especially Lewis and Johnson, them two at the centre-back, they're both strong. They both know each other from playing with each other at Stockport County, so that helps out a lot. I've said it a lot. Tilly, I thought he had a decent game. Maybe he could have been kicking him. He will be kicking himself after. He should have at least got 2 goals, the penalty kick and a chance that he had in the second half, so he will be kicking himself. Newville, he played okay. Little and Reeves, again, I thought they were exceptional in midfield. So I thought at times in the second half we were passing it around the back. I thought there was going to be a mistake, but Lewis, Johnson, Reeves played very well, just passing the ball about, and we played some very good football. Omar Bugel, I thought he played well as well. His aerial ability was decent. Ali Al-Hamid, he didn't really have much to do in the game. I'm not even sure if he had a shot, so that's a little bit disappointing in my eyes. But we go again next week. We've got Bradford City at home, which is another tough test. They won their last game 1-0 against Swindon, which is a absolutely massive result. Swindon are flying at the moment, but they have got 2 losses out of their last 2 games, Notts County and Bradford City. So it's going to be a tough one, but we move on to Bradford City next week. There will be a match day vlog, but that is the end of the video of my match review video of the Mansfield Town 0, AFC Wimbledon 0. game. Disappointing in terms, but I think every Wimbledon fan will take a 0-0 draw. Thank you for watching. See you at Bradford next week. Come on, you Dons.